The most distinctive aspect of my department, I think, is my faculty first. Okay, we have 16 full-time faculty, very dedicated, and they come from a variety of backgrounds. They come from the accounting profession, both in public accounting and private industry. They come from academia, from other institutions where they've already taught on a full-time basis. They are all prolific publishers of materials, not only in academic journals, but in professional journals where regular practicing CPAs would read what they write. So I think our faculty makes that difference. They have specialties in areas that a lot of other faculty may not have, such as forensic accounting. We have Professor DeGabriel, who's a specialist in that area. We have Professor Jeffers, Agatha Jeffers. She specializes in international accounting. We have many faculty. We also have 2 faculty who are one-year appointments, but they're on a continual basis. They basically come with a professional background, wide experience, over 25 years each, either in their own having their own practice or working in both public and private industry. One of them, just the last job they had before they came to us, was working for MetLife for many years at a very high level. The other thing I think that would make us different is we are in the process of negotiating with the Becker CPA review course to provide that course. The review course, after people graduate, they take the review course if they choose to help them pass the CPA exam. It basically reviews everything they've had over 4 years of undergraduate accounting. Normally they have to pay for that, or their firm they work for may pay for it. We're going to get a huge discount by having it offered on campus every summer starting in 2012, and they will get a $1,000 discount off the list price. They will prepay for it as they pay for their tuition. It will be available only to Montclair students on campus here, starting in June through August, and they will be prepared to sit for the test. There is no other university in the state of New Jersey that has that right now. Last year we had 35 firms recruit on our campus and there's about 110 graduates every year on average. 35 firms of all levels, from small to medium-sized to regional to national to international firms recruit here. And we have a very large, not only full-time program, they hire a lot of our students in the internship program. They call them internship programs. They could be part-time on a temporary basis. They could be part-time on a full-time basis. And many of our students get jobs from those jobs. If not with that firm, with other firms because of their experience. So that makes us different. And eventually what's going to make us more different is if we go from being an accounting concentration to an accounting major. Students will graduate on their transcript with not a BS in business, but a BS in accounting. We hold mock interviews with the students. It's a requirement in Intermediate Accounting 1. They must do it. It's on their outline. They have to do it for their final grade gets affected. Basically what they do is they take an interviewing and resume writing course with Career Services, Diane Friedman, it's required, and then they interview with 2 faculty members. Every faculty member volunteers to do this. We set it up every semester, and if they don't do it, they don't complete Intermediate Accounting 1. The idea is to give them constructive criticism on their interviewing skills, to give them an idea what it's like to go out there in the real world and interview, because many of them, even though they might have jobs, haven't ever interviewed for an accounting position. And our accounting firms have given us nothing but positive feedback over. They say students are well prepared when they come in for their interviews, which is a reason we have a high success rate of them being hired. As of last fall, 2009, our department implemented a 2.75 CUME requirement. What that means is that you need to maintain as an accounting student a 2.75 CUME overall in the business major and in the accounting concentration. If you don't maintain that in any semester, you fall below in any one of those 3 categories, you go on probation the next semester. If you don't bring it back up in that semester, you need to look for a new concentration. You're out of the accounting concentration. Now, why do I mention that? Why does that make us different? It means that the program is more rigorous, but it's going to also mean that if you're a student in the program, you're going to work harder because you're going to have colleagues around you that are working just as hard, and they're going to bring you up. If there's an area that you might not get as much as they do, they're going to help you with it because they're going to have the skills to do that, just like you would in certain areas as well. So the whole program and the quality is going to go up. And when you graduate with a diploma whose goodwill is even going to be higher as far as accounting is concerned, because it'll say BS in accounting.